time for our manual testers. So we'll try to automate those test cases so that we can uh, save our time. Testing high priority features where they don't want to take risk of human errors, like uh, if we are doing a testing like repetitive task, then maybe uh, there are high chances of human errors. So next is why automation testing. So in order to speed up our testing, so we will use our automation testing like executing the regression suits, executing the smoke suits, and which are the time consuming tasks for manual testers. So we'll speed up testing things by using automation testing. We'll use automation testing for effective time management, wider test coverage, accuracy, and resource optimization. What are the steps to automate the software testing? So first and foremost thing is determine what are the things we need to automate. Let's say you have a software and you need to do some API testing. So you need to understand your requirement first. On the basis of your requirements, you need to understand what kind of tools you are going to utilize. So let's say you have a requirement of API testing. So you need to figure out and you need to search the tools which are available for API testing. Let's say you have to do something related to Unix automation. In that case, you need to look for the Unix related automation tool. So you need to choose the right tool that fulfills all of your requirement. So that is a really challenging task these days, I see, because there are a lot of software automation tools available in market, and it is really difficult which one is best and which one is going to help us. So when I started automation journey in 2011, I was like there was two tools available in market like QTP and Selenium. So it was easy for us to select like which one is better for us. Like if you are going to do some automation related to web, then definitely Selenium will be preferable. If you are going to do something related to desktop software, then you need to use ALM or what we can say QTP. So there was a very easy for us to select the right tool. But in current situation, there are a lot of automation tools available in market, and it is really difficult which one is right and which one is wrong. And as there's a lot of tools available in market, so we need to see uh, like so they so these tools, like all the tools are really uh, what we can say competitive in nature. Mostly few tools are really simple in use, no coding required, so that we need to see. So next step would be we need to prepare test scripts. So once we identify a tool, we need to write our test script, then we need to develop our test suite, and once our test suite is ready, then we need to start our execution. So these are the basic 5 steps we need to do in order to do our automation testing. After fifth step, we need to get all the test results, and we need to share with our stakeholders to approve or for further analysis. On the basis of our analysis, they will figure out whether there is bugs or performance errors or not. If there are any bugs, then those will be fixed by developers. Is there any query on this slide? Okay. So there is always a question like when to do automation and when to do manual. So so as per this slide, like I've identified like this. Uh, this is really difficult, like typical slide where we are like where one person is manually doing something and another one is a machine. So we need to identify, like we need to figure out like what are our basic needs. Like in case of business critical functions, like where we cannot afford the manual errors, in that case we will go with the automation testing. The testing which is repeating in nature, like we need to do testing again and again, in that case we will go with automation testing. The testing which is related to a multiple test data, meaning that let's say you have a e-commerce website and you have a lot of products available. So if you want to do testing for each and every product, in that case you need to use automation testing, because in for each and every data you are going to perform the same activity like add to cart and proceed for payment. So you can use automation in that case as well. If the test case is simple and direct, in that case as well you can use automation testing. If something is really complex in nature, like uh, which is really difficult in nature to automate, those test cases are we can say those will be tested manually. The features which are uh, not repeatable, I would say those are the good candidates for manual testing, because to to automate those test cases, it will be a really time consuming efforts for a developer to create a script and test. So those scenarios will be better for manual testing. Testing that is tedious and time taking activities, in that case also we will do automation testing. So what are the best automation testing tools available in market? So Selenium, Catalan Studio, UFT, Renorex, Tra- Transcentis, Tosca, Vatir, Test Complete, and Subject Quality is culture. So these are the major testing tools available in market. So I have worked in Selenium, Catalan Studio, UFT, and Tosca. So these are the like I worked on these. All these tools are uh, I would say uh, different for different application type. Let's say Tosca. Tosca is a end-to-end automation tool, and this is the only tool I would say which is also supporting all the SAP libraries as well. So if you are going to use Selenium to automate SAP uh, ERP automation, in that case you will see so many challenges, because SAP having a separate object library which is not supported by so many automation tools. So Tricentis Tosca is the only tool available as of now which is best suitable candidate for SAP ERP kind of a software. UFT is the really robust automation tool, which is a really old tool, and Selenium is also an old tool available in market. So Catalan Studio is built by using some things from QTP. If you see the object repository concepts and the folder structure, those kind of things are taken from UFT. Few things, if you see the coding related activities, taken from Selenium. So Catalan Studio is growing day by day these days because it is following uh, two different tool crux. So let's do more detailed analysis on these tools. So this is the slide I have taken from web, and here you can see we have I have selected 5 tools: Selenium, Catalan Studio, UFT1, Test Complete, and SOAP UI. So you can see it like uh, available since 2004, and uh, Catalan is came 2015, UFT is 1998. So oldest one is UFT, which we used to call as a QTP, and Test Complete as well is came in 1999, and SOAP UI is also uh, developed in 2005. So you can see the like what kind of applications supported by each tool. Like if you see Selenium, only web application is supported, and you if you see the Studio, you can see web API, mobile, desktop apps, every, all types of applications are covered under that. And what are the platforms supported by each tool? So based on your need, like based on your software need, you can select which tool is suitable for you. The main important factor these days in industry is scripting language, because it is really difficult to find the right resource to do automation. So in industry, like let's say in any automation tool, if some requirement came, so management is always looking for a tool which is uh, easy to uh, easy to automate, basically, which is really lightweight in understanding and easy for automation. And if a person don't know any coding language, that person can also do automation. So those kind of tools are available in market these days. And here you can see the Catalan Studio is using Java and Groovy, even though the Java and Groovy is written there. But if you are doing any automation, uh, while doing automation, the tool itself is self helping. There is a very good help available uh, in tool itself. So while doing automation, you will feel, oh, it is very easy to write a code. And if you do recording as well, it is easy to do automation. Even like Selenium, UFT, and Test Complete. So all these tools are also supporting recording, but I would say the Catalan Studio is really lightweight to understand to do automation. And you can see the programming skills. So in Catalan Studio, UFT1, Test Complete, testing, and SOAP UI, they're saying the programming skills is not required. Meaning that if any person or any resource don't know any programming language, he or she can also do automation. But for Selenium, advanced skill is required because it is completely, you can see the Java code. Ease of use. So this is also one of the important factor to select a automation tool. What are the ratings? So based on the rating, you can select a tool. Okay. So these are the important factors, but these factors are not enough to identify the automation tool. So what are the other criteria to select the automation tool?
Hello,
So we
Akhilesh.
need to hello,
Hello. Sorry to interrupt
hello,
you. I'm Akhilesh. I am Rashid Sheikh, Associate Professor here in CSE. I
hello.
first congratulate you on you giving the informative presentation. Although I don't teach
Yeah.
software engineering, but your presentation prompted me to ask certain query. Your presentation is quite interesting and quite
Hmm.
understandable. So I asked you some one question. Can I?
Hmm. Sure.
Yeah. Are there certain matrices, quantitative matrices, which let us to decide whether we want to go for manual or automation testing? Certain
Right.
parameters or quantitative matrices are there?
So there is no kind of is exact matrices, I would say, but
Yeah.
based on the requirement. Let's say you
Yeah.
have hundreds of test cases, okay,
Right.
and while doing analysis, you will figure out like out of these 100 test cases, we are going to repeat only 50 test cases
Right.
at least four times.
Okay.
If less than four times, meaning that you are going to put more efforts uh, in doing automation. If we are doing three times execution, it is better to execute three times. If we are doing more than four times, it is better to automate because you are running more than four times. And always we need to see one more thing, like return on investment.
Right.
Let's say you are doing automation for 10 test cases, and it is taking 20 days, okay, and
Right.
you are and with manual effort, it is taking 1 or 2 days in one time, and you are going to perform, like, let's say, four iterations for all those test cases. So
Okay.
you need to do the simple calculation. Okay, so where
Yeah.
is the more ROI? So if
Yeah.
there is a more return on investment, then definitely those will be the good candidates for automation. So that is a very good question. Thank you for
Thank
asking.
you. Thank you. And that
Yeah.
a brilliant answer. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please move ahead.
Okay. So these are the important factors, but these are not enough to select the right tool. So we need to see the other aspect as well, because the licensing, support cost, and a kind of a reports which our management or stakeholders is looking for, and what are the training documents, and whether that tool is supporting CI/CD DevOps or not, and what kind of programming skills and testing experience. So testing experience, like, oh yes, I have automated 10 test cases, but while running, my script is hanging and few steps are, what we can say, skipped while doing execution. So those kind of experience is also important while doing a selection select while selecting the right automation tool. So this is so these factors we will take as a consideration while doing POC. POC is a proof of concept while selecting a tool. So we will do a detailed analysis, like what are, like, let's say a license cost is more. Let's say uh, if you are selecting UFT, okay, so UFT is the licensed one, okay, and this tool is really costly. And if you are doing if you are selecting a Catalan studio, so it's always important to considering the cost factor as well. So we need to uh, take this selection criteria as well, and we need to also see whether using that tool we can do data driven testing as well, whether that tool is supporting a data driven framework. Can we do debugging and logging capabilities? Is that tool is platform independent? Uh, can we do email? Can we do? Can we send an email with the test reports? So those kind of things we need to consider while selecting the right automation tool. So out of these tools, I thought to give a short demo on Catalan Studio so that we can not do only theory kind of things. We will do some little bit hands-on on Catalan Studio today. Okay. Is there any queries on these slides? Okay.
Yeah, hi Akhilesh, Ankush here. So
Hi, Ankush.
Akhilesh, like yeah. So I have just one question. Like if I want to automate the login test case in my
Okay.
application, okay,
Mhm.
and I have their captcha as well. So is there any tool that can provide this facility to test with the captcha?
CAPTCHA is really challenging. Uh, at that step, we have to stop. I I haven't got any resolution on that. Maybe the resolution is available by writing what we can say JavaScript, but the tool itself is not what we can say self handling that captcha. So maybe you can do some JavaScripting, writing a code snippet and adding in your script. Maybe you can try that.
Okay, Akhilesh. Because as of now, like we can see that there is a AI in pictures in software
Right,
technology.
right. And that is there to stop that kind of automation. Like there should be some human intervention. So that is their intention to uh, stop any automation and do a human intervention at that point. I remember I did while doing Tatkal reservation using IRCTC, and and when we used to do the Tatkal reservation during Deepavali, the IRCTC website is responding very slow, and when we are typing the things and the ticket sold out. So we thought to do automation on the same, and at the point where the captcha is coming, we were stuck. So we were able to successfully automate all the steps, but till this captcha we used to do manual intervention.
Yeah, Akhilesh. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so yesterday only I installed this Catalan Studio just to show a quick demo. So today I'm going to do a quick record and play session, and we will see what are the things available, like what is the structure of a Catalan Studio, and where to find all the details. Okay, so let me start with the new project. This will be web, and okay, this is pretty simple automation tool. Okay, so this project is created. Okay, so there is nothing inside any of these folders. This folder is nothing but a kind of a framework they inbuilt having like within Catalan Studio, in order to see like where my object repository is, where is the test suite, and where is this data file. So this will be easy to segregate all the things. Okay, so let me click on test case. So there are so many options available to record and play. So here you can see the record web. You can also do a record mobile application, and you can also do any recording over Windows application. So I'm planning to do a web recording. So just click on this. You need to give you any of your URL where which you wanted to automation. So I'm using a demo of Catalan Studio itself, and I can select any browser, uh, but Chrome is recommended, so I will just go ahead with the Chrome. And once I hit on, okay, so while explaining, I by mistakenly clicked on record. So let me cancel this, and again I'll do this. Okay, and I'll click on start recording. So this page will open, make appointment. Okay, so this is username and this is password. Login. We can select any facility. Select Mediclaim. And book an appointment. Go to home page and close the browser. Stop recording. So these are the simple steps to do record. And once you click on stop, you will see these are the steps, test steps recorded by this recorder. And you can see what are the objects and what kind of operation I have performed, like open browser, navigation to URL, click, select text, and what will be my inputs. Okay, and these are the objects. So these objects are going to store in our object repository. So let me save this script. So this is asking me like where to save this object repository. This is the concept taken from UFT, or we can say QTP.
So Akhilesh, it automatically encrypt the user password.
Right. Okay, so once I click on save, it is asking me the test case name. So test is 01. Okay. Okay, so I've created this test case and these are the test steps and these are the objects and all these objects are available here. And this is uh, like, so this tool is following the page object model. So you can see all the details. And if I click on any object, you can see this is following, this is uh, as of now, this is selecting as XPath. We have other attributes as well, CSS, images. So I have selected one date. So you can see, so I just clicked on this date. So this date is nothing but one object. So let me click on this object, and this object having these many information. So this information is enough to click on that particular date. Okay. So let me run this. Okay. So this is calling Chrome. We have other options as well, like we can also call uh, like Explorer as well. So you can see all the steps are passed. So these are the steps. So in like after creating a test case, we need to create a test suite. So go to test suite, right click on this and create test suite. I yes 01. Say okay. The moment you say okay, the new script will be available. You need to select a test case. So the test suite is the collection of test cases. So I will be adding the test case which just now I've created, test C01. Okay. So now instead of running this test case, I'm going to run this test suite. From here, we can also select these many like available uh, browsers. So as of now, I think I have Chrome, so I will go ahead with Chrome.
Can you please zoom in the view,
I
Akhilesh?
need
Can
I
you?
need to increase the what we can say.
Hello, Akhilesh.
Hello.
Yes. Uh, can we zoom your screen?
It, this is not supporting. I need to increase the resolution of machine in that case. Maybe I can switch to another monitor. Okay, let me try. Just give me 1 minute. Might be this will be helpful.
Yeah, yeah, it is better. It
Okay,
is
so I
better.
just switched to
Hmm.
other monitor.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So I have executed this test suite now. I can see after executing that test suite, I can see the report like test report is available inside this folder. If it is not available, then you need to refresh the screen and then it will be available. So these are the execution details. So you can see like as per the demo, I have like during the tool analysis, we see this this tool don't require any coding language. So you can see this all the details are available here, like what is the action you are going to perform, which object you are going to use, and what will be your inputs. So let's say you want to add 16th step. So you can add one step and you can select what are the what action you require. And you can see whenever you hover or select any action, in that case you will see all the help related text, so that you can see, oh, which whether that particular method is going to help you or not. So this tool is like really helpful in this nature. Okay, let's say you want to do okay, you don't want to do manual kind of things, and you want to do scripting or to do automations. In that case, uh, go over this script section. There is a tab available near to manual. The moment you click, the screen will appear, and like whatever I did using a recording, all the steps available here. So web UI dot, then you can see what are the methods available. So based on your need, you can perform all those actions. Okay, so both the things you can do, uh, you can add steps by using this manual panel, and you can also do automation using this script section. Okay, there are a lot of things available to explore this tool. This tool is really easy to understand, so uh, I would suggest you can try some hands-on, and it is freeware. You can simply download and start using it. There are a lot of lots of things available inside this tool, like what are the checkpoints, what is the keyword, and uh, what are the plugins, and how to you can also connect with your Jira and DevOps tools as well. So those things.
Akhilesh,
Okay.
just one question. Do we have load testing in this tool?
I didn't explore that aspect for this tool, so I'm not sure. So just for today's demo, I just thought to use this. So
Mhm.
you can explore this, whether this tool will be helpful or not, or you can also we can also refer our previous slide.
Okay. So last of the demo, if you can give the list of open source tools and the paid version, so that if anyone can want to hands on, then they can go with that tool.
Right, right. So you want a list of tools which are open source?
Yeah, yeah. So that anyone can do hands on that tool.
Okay, sure. I will share those details with Kavita ma'am. Okay. Any queries till now? I think I'm already uh, out of time, or I'm in time. It's 11:21 here.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any
Hello,
queries?
Achilles, there is a simple, a broad query from my side.
Mhm.
What should be the effects of using an open source or freeware for automation testing? Whether they are equally safe as the proprietary software or ineffective, or what is your opinion regarding that?
Right. This is
Open source
really
freeware.
right. This is really a good question. Thank you for asking. Uh, Open source, there is a straightforward difference. Like if we take a proprietary software, then there will be a good kind of support available from their side. And if we are using open source tool, then there will be no support, and you need and in case of issues, let's say we are not able to identify any object, or uh, some utility is not supported, so in that case we will be stuck. So in that case we need to do more, uh, like we need to resolve those issues from ourselves. or maybe we need to refer what you can say Google. This is the
Okay.
main difference I would say we will have, because in Selenium I have used Selenium. So sometimes if there is an issue in identifying the object, uh, that in that case uh, we need to add our code according to in order to identify the object. So that will be the main challenge. And
Thank
another
you.
challenge is uh, the proprietary tool are really having a good support documents, which is really good to refer, and that support document itself is really robust to help ourselves in order to resolve the issues. And there will be less kind of a documentations for open source. So that is another difference I would say we need to face. But if we have a capable automation engineers, in that case they will if in case of issues, then they will explore the issues, and they will resolve.
Thank you, Akhilesh. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any query? Thank you, Akhilesh. Thank you for very interactive and wonderful session.
Thank you very much.
I am so glad to inform you that today with us our two more alumni. One is Ankush and Abhilash. Thank you, Ankush and Abhilash, for joining this session. Now I would like to invite Dr. Amit Khare, Professor CSE Department, to propose a vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, Kavita madam, for providing me this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. So, I, Dr. Amit Khare, Professor CSE, uh, uh, propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Acropolis and Department of Computer Science, and also my own behalf. I extend very heartily vote of thanks to today's speaker, Mr. Akhilesh, for providing very valuable information related to testing tools. So I also like to special thanks to Professor Kavita Namdev for coordinating this event, and some faculty member also involved for making the successful of this event. And I would also like to thanks our HOD Dr. Kamal Sethi for supporting and guidance from from his side, and also like to thanks to students and supporting person for the preparation of this program in very short time, and also thanks to a person who involved directly and indirectly to making successful of this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Akhilesh, a heartfelt gratitude to you for sparing your valuable time to mentor our participants. We will look forward to future opportunities for collaboration with you for advanced teaching and learning. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, all of you. Yeah, bye.
Thanks, Akhilesh and Ankush. We will hope for the future association like this. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye.